All South African classrooms have learners who learn in different ways and access the curriculum at different levels. In order to ensure that every child is actively engaged in meaningful learning, teachers need to vary the way they teach. The National Curriculum Statement says that curriculum differentiation can be done at the level of content, teaching methodologies, assessment, and the learning environment. It takes into account learners' ability levels, interests, and backgrounds. This short film highlights a number of useful differentiation strategies illustrated in a typical South African grade 4 classroom.
Let's see, is Prince right?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's read it.
Stop littering and keep our environment clean.
Well done!
The teacher starts by preparing her classroom for the lesson. For those learners who struggle to maintain attention, and for those who work better knowing what to expect, it helps to have the day plan, lesson objective, and lesson structure clearly displayed on the blackboard, as the teacher has done here. It is important to plan your lesson with all the learners in mind. The materials you use should be designed to accommodate diverse learning needs. Here the teacher has planned a comprehension exercise on littering. She is giving additional vocabulary support by sticking flashcards of some of the key words on the board. She offers further support by including photographs which illustrate these words. She has also adapted the reading passage for 3 levels of reading access. An unmodified passage, the passage split out into numbered paragraphs, and one where both the paragraphs and lines have been numbered. She has also enlarged the font to make the passage easier to read. The teacher has planned to introduce the topic in a fun way by spreading litter around the classroom. She knows that a practical demonstration of the topic will help the learners to remember it.
So what do you think today's lesson is going to be about? If you see all these stuff lying on the floor, what do you think, Chris?
I think that you must stop littering.
She begins the lesson by introducing the topic, and she talks through the lesson outline and objective. This makes it clear to all the learners how the lesson will proceed and what they will learn.
Definitely we're going to do something that will be about littering. Right. Number 2, we're going to do a reading piece today. It's lying there and I will hand it to you out just now.
The teacher knows her learners' reading abilities. She hands out the differentiated passages to specific learners without drawing attention to their different levels of ability. The passage is read out twice. The first time, they all read it together. In this way, all learners take part in the activity.
Uncovered trucks. Litter isn't just unsightly, it can cause vehicle accidents and injuries.
For the second reading, the teacher matches the length and complexity of the reading to each reader's ability. This allows the teacher the opportunity to hear learners read and assess their progress.
Land litter is not hard to spot and comes in all types.
Home trash cans, business trash
Collection
areas,
loading docks. Right, well done.
The teacher now focuses on key vocabulary from the passage to support understanding. She uses a variety of strategies to do this. She shows them the word on the flashcards and then gets them to find the word in the text. She offers additional support here by pointing out to some learners the paragraph and line number where that word can be found. The teacher also encourages learners to help each other to find words in the passage. She uses this cooperative learning strategy throughout her lesson.
Well done, Leah. word for today.
Once they have identified the word, she asks for the meaning, which the class discusses.
Right. So who can tell me what does the word demolition mean?
When they destroy some place and then they build a new thing.
Right.
For some of the more difficult words or concepts, she uses pictures to illustrate the meaning of the word.
Guys, what is this?
Learning by doing is an important teaching strategy. Here the teacher allows the learners to move around and engage in a practical activity.
Well done, Chris.
Picking up
You
the
see,
plastic bottle.
There's a lot of them.
Learners learn best when they can relate to the lesson topic.
Fast food wrappers, Kiara, well done.
Here the teacher talks about fast foods the learners enjoy, drawing them into the lesson through their own experience.
Pizza shop?
The pizza shop? McDonald's, yes. What? Say again.
The teacher is now going to divide the class into groups for the comprehension exercise. There are different ways of grouping learners depending on the learning outcome you have planned. The most common are same ability and mixability groups, each with their particular advantages. Here the teacher is making use of same ability groups to answer comprehension questions which have been differentiated. Some circle only multiple choice answers. Some questions indicate the paragraph and line where the answer can be found. Others have the unmodified grade level questions which require a written answer. In this activity, learners are encouraged to talk together, help each other and discover the answers together. While learners are engaged in the group activity, the teacher is free to move around and offer support where necessary.
There, come stand in front of the word. Motorist. Yes,
She
Delaney?
also offers support to the group of learners who are Afrikaans speaking by translating difficult words for them and checking for understanding.
But the word in Afrikaans for a pedestrian is voetganger. Kan julle dit onthou? Onthou julle ons het dit mos gedoen. So dis nou iemand wat stap op die sypaadjie of daai, dis 'n voetganger.
Another, less common, yet highly effective way of grouping learners is around learners' interests and talents.
We're going to have 4 things today. The first one, we will do a drama. Then we will do a rap. Okay, do you like raps? Yes. No. Then we are going to do sorting. What do I mean with sorting?
Here the teacher is giving learners the choice of participating in 4 different activities with the same learning objective. The learners are very motivated during this activity as they have made a choice about what to do specifically based on what they like to
I'll
do.
give you paper and you will make me a poster about littering. Right. Now let's start with the first one. Remember those 4 because you may choose where you would like to be in.
Please don't let that is bad. So bad for you. And me, don't be a fool. Use recycle. Yeah.
Excuse me, what is that? Like a pick it up.
Did you enjoy today's lesson?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the best part for you, Likaya? What did you like the most? The comprehension or the presenting part? What did you
Before the bell rings, the teacher always checks for understanding. It is important for the teacher and the learners to know whether the lesson objective has been reached. She can do this quickly by asking key questions and revisiting key concepts.
Gases, air pollution? Right.
This video has illustrated some of the curriculum differentiation strategies that can be used in a lesson. There are many small but effective ways in which a teacher can differentiate teaching to ensure all learners are actively
Going
engaged.
to do it? Yes. I want to see.
Be creative and develop strategies to include all children in learning.
Right, again. Reuse, reduce, recycle.